What's going on, my peoples? And I go by name the Sorcerer, and I'm now going to be doing a reading. I've got my calling cards, so I'm going to just shuffle them. Hope everybody's okay. I've been doing lots of readings, and I feel, you know what? I feel alright at the moment. Now, I've got that champion sort of like mentality at the moment. Like, I'm just going to carry on, and then when I feel it, more likely I'll probably just be like, you know, I'm going to call it, a day off. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, all right. I'm now going to spread them. I've just shuffled them. I'm going to just pick intuitively. What lessons are you learning right now? What lessons are you learning right now? All right. Now going to be doing the shuffles. Oh, excuse me. If it resonates, I hope it helps. If not, send it back to the universe. Energy is fluid. We keep on shining and we stay rising. So let's see what's happening. All right. All right. I need to get some new cards. That's what I need to be doing. I need to be there we go. There we go. Nice. Let's see. What lessons are you learning right now? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Let me just shuffle a couple of these cards as well, just for clarifiers. Alright. There's a lot of like self-reflection. A lot of self-reflection. But I'll explain everything right now. And that'll just make a lot more sense for you, because it's all about giving everybody clarity during this time. And okay, interesting. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see. The first card I've got for the actual theme, what lessons are you learning right now, is uncovering your own self, being your most authentic self during this time, delivering your own truth. And the energy that you are advised to be is in the Eight of Wands, which is a energy of you needing to just take a pit stop, take a step, and just relax and just actually internalize. That's it. So internalize, what's going on in the present moment. So it's about you being your most authentic self while there's stagnant energy, with regarding the Queen of Swords and the stagnant energy being the Eight of Wands. And knowing that this time is about self-reflection. You are guided regardless. It's about, the people around you as well, using that discernment. With the Queen of Pentacles, you are guided at the moment to make decisions that's basically that's based on within and your immediate people's family, friends, partner. You're looking at the space of, there are times before I would escape and run away from issues. However, you know that that's not going to serve your purpose in the long-term goal, because the Knight being the most, you know, looking towards long-term goals, you are rather, you're not running away. There might have been times when you ran away in the past. You're not running away this time. Definitely not. You've understood that in the past that you weren't ready to step into your most authentic self, but now you are. There's a lot of feelings of treachery. The word I'm getting through my intuition is treachery. And that's why you're taking a step, like a pause, and just waiting for the right time for you to gather your life and just say, you know what, this time's about self-reflection, evaluation. And this time I know that if I continue the same cycle, it will be another karmic cycle. You've administered yourself as a referee, because you understand that you continually be in this circle. It's going to end in one way. It's the same result as before, and if you're not prepared to make these sort of changes, then the cycle continues. But you understand that refereeing yourself with the Emperor is going to deliver you much more of your victory lap. And there's elements of that's changed within yourself. Do you have a family now? Or are you prioritizing more of your family? Are you now seeking strength within your family during this time when before you'd be going out? There's a big shift, a big change. And in the center area, you've got the Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Your plan of action has started over a period where you was hurt, and you know that, and now you're being the referee to yourself. You've understood that you can't go and continue cycles that you did before, because you're just going to carry on with the same situation as you did before. And what's now advised, or what you've advised yourself, because it looks like you've stepped into your own power, is that you don't want to live that life that you once lived before. You actually want to live a life of harmony, fortune after difficulty after your cycle, family, love, care, nurture. And now there's a element of you bringing that nurturing side. You're taking action. Towards that nurturing side. It's like a breath of fresh air, like when a kid takes his first swing in a piñata. It's that joy. Like you've got your fire back. You've definitely got your fire back. And it's through an experience that you had before. I'm going to just get a card for the past section. Yes. Is your experiences of you walking away, that you haven't really served yourself any help. You've just made a decision based on impulse rather than thought, which is good. Like at the end of the day, you are removing the weeds out of the seeds, and you're now planting your new cycle. This is the Seven of Pentacles and sevens. That's a cycle. The days of you being this sort of like, you bring in the bravado, using your sparkle with an agenda for low vibrational behaviors is over. You're now focusing on what you're willing to squeeze out of the fruits once they come out of fruition, your new seeds. You're removing the weeds as well. I see specifically with this person, a much more mature person. This, and I say that respectfully. Well, it's not what you call it, age bias anyway. But if you happen to have been divorced or separated, this is specifically for someone that's been divorced or separated. And the one thing I will say is that you're bringing new form grace within your space, and that's what's changed, is that you've now ready for your own self-love. There's this element of you bringing that masculine element within yourself, and that's not a bad thing. It's not even about gender. When I say masculine, and I'm just going to make it clear, because you got the emperor and the knight of swords, which is a very powerful masculine energy card, and it's about you understanding you have your purpose, and you've always had freedom of will, but with your freedom of will, you've made decisions based on situations that don't fit for purpose in your space right now. You've Those are the stuff that you did in the past, which was a cycle that wasn't well thought. It was impulse. Now you're using your rational mind, you know, and your thought process, and how you move. And that's not a bad thing. That's just bringing a little bit of masculine energy within yourself. It's just that you're using that essence of practicality, resources and adaptability. This is just growth in general, regardless of gender. This is just growth, and I love the growth because it shows within yourself that you're taking accountability. Not a lot of people can take accountability. No, not a lot of people want to take accountability, but you are, you know, and consider yourself a person, you know, one of the lucky people that take accountability. Yes, accountability. And now you're thinking from a position of power with the Queen of Pentacles. You're using your resources, you're using what you know. And what your resources are is your experience, your experiences. This has happened over time with the hangman indeed. But now you've got that spark with the hangman. Now you've realized that these lessons that I've learned happened because, you know, I wasn't ready to make these decisions. I was just being immature and impulsive. And when you mesh the two, it's a disaster. Yes, again, the King of Swords, you're using that bold, cold, hard truth about yourself. And you know what's crazy? The crazy thing about this situation is this. You've got the King of Cups in reverse, right? Followed by the Death card. The Death card. Now, in the outcome with this situation is this. You having the essence of understanding that there isn't a way for you now to be complacent. It is important for you not to be complacent during this new start of new self. During this new start of new self. Now, what I will say during this present moment in time, right, for your outcome is that the roads that you're building right now are strong roads. Strong roads indeed. You're building something that you can sustain. And I love that. I think the one word I will say is growth. Growth within your reading, growth within yourself. So if you feel like this resonates towards you, I have to give you a pat because there was an element of you having to really look within yourself. Really look within yourself, and I love it. I love the energy. More powers to you. All right. I go by the name The Sorcerer. Love, peace, and light.
Sorcerer.